Hi, thank you for joining us. My name is Nadine Mahabeer, and I'm a licensed immigration consultant with over 23 years of experience assisting clients with Canadian immigration matters. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about applying for a Canadian visitor's visa. If you are planning to visit Canada, the first thing you want to do is to, of course, check your passport to ensure that you have at least 6 months validity in your passport. And you want to confirm whether or not you need a visitor's visa for Canada. A visitor's visa would allow you to either have a single entry or a multiple entry, depending on the expiry date of your passport, as well as how long a visa officer issues the visa for. Some of the supporting documents that you will include with your application are your employment letters or letter, if you're self-employed, your business registration and or a letter from a justice of the peace or notary public. You may also have your minister of religion write the letter for you, stating the type of business that you operate, approximately how much is your income. And you may also get letters from some of your customers to say the type of business that you operate and roughly what is the income from or the sales that you provide to those customers. If you're planning to visit someone in Canada, you would get an invitation letter from that person. You would also ask them for a copy of their Canadian status documents. So, whether they are a permanent resident or a citizen, you'd ask them for a copy of those documents. You may also ask for their job letter. Now, I know a lot of persons may not be comfortable in stating their salaries on their job letter, so they can provide the job letter without the salary information. That's for the person in Canada. For the applicant for the visitor's visa, you want to make sure that yes, your salary information is on your job letter. Now, when it comes on to proving your ties to your home country, again, your job letter, you'll be providing bank statements, property documents if you have, motor vehicle documents. If you are married or in a common law relationship, you would include your marriage certificate. There's also a statutory declaration of common law union form that you may sign. Not necessary, but depending again on how much assets you have in your home country. Whether or not your partner is accompanying you, you may also include their job letter, bank statements, and property documents. For your bank statements, you want to ensure that you do not have lump sum deposits to your accounts. What is a lump sum deposit? Let's say, for example, you had 1,000 Canadian in your bank account, and then you went and deposited 3, 4, 5,000 Canadian dollars at one time. You need to show where those funds came from, whether you sold some goods, property, motor vehicle, but you cannot have a deposit that is larger than what you would normally have in your account and not account for where the funds came from, because this would be a reason for a refusal if the visa officer believes that, well, okay, you just went and deposited all this money just because you want to apply for a visitor's visa. So again, showing your ties to your home country is very important. Job letter, bank statements, property documents, motor vehicle documents. And when you submit your application, you normally do so online with your application form. If you need to do biometrics, this is done at a visa application center. So you would, once you've submitted your application, you would get the biometrics letter from your online account, of course, from Immigration Canada. You would take in a copy of that letter with your passport to the visa application center, complete your biometrics there, and then the visa application center will send the biometrics information to the High Commission. Once your application is finalized, if your application is successful, you would receive the communication via your online account. You would print off that letter, take it in with your passport to the visa application center. They will send your passport to the High Commission. The High Commission will issue your visa, send it back to the visa application center, and you collect it. So bear in mind, make sure you check your passport to ensure that you have more than 6 months validity, because a visa will not be issued beyond the validity date of your passport, and you cannot enter Canada on a passport that has less than 6 months validity. So check all your information, your documents. If you need help, please reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to assist you. Thanks for watching and have a great day.